So I was talking to a friend the other day, about a week ago, um, about this feeling of anticipation that seems to be lingering in the air or permeating the air. And for her, it was the kind of anticipation that makes you anxious, and not necessarily in a good way. She wasn't positive if she was actually fearing something bad to happen, but what she was positive is that it was going to be something big and intense. And to me, it was funny because for me, it was intense, but not at all bad. I, I played with bands for a lot of years in my life, and right when we were about to get on stage, like, the few minutes right before getting on, I would get this intense anxiety, but it was not bad. I mean, I was really nervous, but it was not, it was kind of like thrilled rather than, and I mean, it felt like anxiety, but it was, I never have ever before described anxiety as something positive, but this kind of was. It's kind of like the thrill that kids get the night before Christmas, that kind of excitement that is so intense that you just can't sleep, and that was the way it felt for me right before getting on stage. This kind of anxiety, intense excitement and nervousness that I can't control. I just have to get on right now. That's the kind of anticipation I'm feeling. And well, as I was doing the drawing, the idea that I wanted to depict was this candle running out, but in the back you should have been able to see the horizon and the sun rising, just starting to rise, so that it doesn't even matter if the candle goes out, the actual sun is coming up. So however, as I finished it, I don't know why I did it at such level that you can see the table where the candle is standing on, or the little candle plate, I don't know what that's called, is standing on, and also in the back you see this kind of a wall or something that doesn't actually let you see the horizon in the back. However, you're sitting on a table where this candle is sitting on, so, well, you're sitting at the table. If you actually stand up, you can see above that wall over there, and you will be able to see the sun rising above the horizon and the back, way in the back. So what this is telling me is, take this chance to enjoy this last moments of darkness. Look at the stars. Enjoy those last minutes or moments of the candle burning out, because these are the last times we get to reflect on those things we have there sitting in our personal, very personal darkness. By darkness, I don't, and I never mean anything bad. I mean things that we may have in our subconscious and in our private life, and something that we don't necessarily share with everyone, things that are very intimate. It will be different for anyone, but things that we have in our own personal darkness or shadow. Why? Because when the sun rises, when, oh glory morning, light's gonna hit everywhere. And that's not something bad, of course. It's something actually very good. It's a new day. But again, darkness is also not something bad. So we should enjoy these last moments that we have with it, so we can see the stars. So we can enjoy that fainting, beautiful light of the candle as it goes away. And what this is telling me is that there is something that we actually need to reflect on still, while there's still time in for the night to run out. All right, I'm just talking nonsense by now. Let's just jump into the cards. Welcome. This is me, and this is Hebrew Tarot. All right. I'm using the Modern Way Tarot by Jane Bindles. Bindles. Okay, feel free to tell me how that's supposed to be pronounced. J. Bindles, and Anne Fernando. I love this deck because it's basically a regular Rider-Waite, but done in this high contrast basic colors, if you can see. So anyway, that's just for the credits. Okay, let's check. Can you see all of them? Good. Okay. I'm going to pull the other 4 in the end. So, see, I'm telling you, sunrise and reflection. There's something there that we still need to look back into, look within as the night turns into day, before the night turns back into light and reality. Because we are jumping into a whole new day. We're coming full circle, and this is a joyful moment. This is a very celebratory moment. Look at that Fool card. That's enthusiasm right there. Queen of Wands, so 2 queens. Page of Cups. I love how the colors are actually kind of synchronizing here. Okay, but beware, this is a Knight of Cups. Don't get fooled by the red. This is a Knight of Cups. Oh, I just noticed that you're getting a horrible glare over there. Let's put the Zelenite here to help us out with it. There we go. Okay, so this thing we're finishing to do here, this thing we need to look back into, to reflect into, is for the purpose of being ready to stepping out into something different, something a lot more active, a lot more action driven. Not impulsive, definitely not impulsive, because we have the 2 of Wands here, which is, it has a lot to do with planning, also with reflection, with thinking about where you're going, making a plan for it, but also a plan that is intended to be taking action. This is getting ready. It's like when you say, on your mark, get set, go. This is the get set, right? But notice all the cups here. We're only missing the King of Cups. There's almost a full, the full cup court on the table right now. So this is about, okay, reflect, because you're getting to move into, and this Page of Cups is bringing me back to the Fool card, meaning all of this is about whatever cycle you're about to begin. It has to be lived from the heart. It has to be aligned to who you are inside. So you can shine in your most absolute, authentic self, like the Queen of Wands. Okay. That's flowing pretty fast. Six of Cups in the bottom of the deck. Four of Cups, Hangman. The Magician. And the Six of Swords. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm still recovering from a cold. So, what we have in this one is, after doing our whole recheck, review, looking back into whatever that was, is so that we can actually be appreciative of the experience that we have gained. We'll learn to see it not as something that has been harmful, but that has been, how can I say it? Okay, I'm gonna say it the way I am hearing it, but I gotta say I hate that expression, but it has been character building. That's what I'm hearing, and all these experiences, I think I'm connecting here with people who have been going through a very extensive and tough period in their lives. I don't know. I guess a lot of us have since the pandemic. It has been quite a unique half a decade, I would say. So I know we're not done with the first half of the decade yet. We're just entering 2025, but we are getting there. And I guess, 2020 and 2025, yeah, there we go. It's been some 5 years. It's been some half a decade. So what we need to do in this introspection here is to learn to accept that a lot of these experiences were actually lessons for good. We need to change the way that we see this and find the illumination in it. Find the growth. Oh, see? It's just like the candlelight here. Okay, that's what it is. We need to appreciate the candle for the light that it has been before it runs out, because once the sun comes out and everything is shining, it will, that light, the sunlight will be so intense that the light of the candle is not going to be visible, And actually, I just realized that I intended to record this with candlelight, and I completely forgot about it. I was doing my setup, and I left my artificial lighting, my table light on. But anyway, I'll follow through. But that's the thing. For example, let me go ahead and light up those candles here. I don't think that's going to make much of a difference. Yeah, the light of the candle here is not even... I think you can barely... Yeah, no, it doesn't even make a difference. And that's the thing. Why do we need to appreciate it now? Because once everything is enlightened and if everything is bright, we may lose focus of what we actually learned. So we need to reflect back on that still. And maybe the reason is because some of us have not yet let it in. See, for those of you who don't know, the Four of Cups is one of its meanings is a person that is not allowing something in. This is a gift from the universe, from the divine, that this person is not letting in. He even has his arms crossed, like, yeah. So this can be interpreted as a missing opportunity. So there is something here that we need to integrate before the light runs out. And that has to do with acceptance. One of the main lessons of water is acceptance. Water needs to accept to be contained so it can have a shape. That's why water is represented by cups, because cups can contain it. But once we understand that, that is when we're going to be able to use that as a skill and use it out there. Maybe even to guide others out of the water. I know that I keep repeating that. But maybe that's just me. That might be my bias. I'm not even gonna deny it. I do have this perspective of that everything that we learn is not just for our own development. It is also something that we will eventually share or teach someone else. And I guess you can agree with me if I say that a lot of us may need guidance out of the woods, out of the waters, you know? So whatever little piece of experience that you have that you may not be finding as valuable because you don't see it as much, like, no, I want three, that guy over there has three, I need, why just one, I want three or nothing. No, buddy. This very cup that you earned with all your effort might actually be even more significant to others because that cup, only you have it. Know what I mean? Lover's card. See, there's a last piece of integration that needs to be done. I'm gonna get one last card. See, that's what it is. Wheel of Fortune. I didn't want to ask what that missing piece to be integrated is, because it's obviously going to be different for each and every one of us. So I just wanted like a final message, and that's what I got. The Wheel of Fortune, which means depending on us doing the work to integrate this or not, is going to be the result. So sorry. And I guess we can all agree this is major. I don't want to put pressure on anyone, of course. I never do. At least I never intend to. But this is not even a puzzle that we need to solve. This is something, if this is resonating with you, you already know what I'm talking about. That's why I can't mention it, because it's going to be different for each and every one of you. So allow yourself the time to sit down and reflect on that light of the candle. So if you actually have any almost worn out candle, almost burned out candle lying around, light it up and maybe meditate on the flame and see what it has to tell you. All right? Let it help you enlighten your way. Anyway, that's all I have for you. Thank you very much for your time. See you soon.